When you have a scenario where your sink is not draining properly, chances are there's a clog in there somewhere. Before you freak out and call a plumber, here's a couple of things you can do. Okay, see how slow it's draining, and in this case, it's not even draining properly. So 90% of the time, the problem is not on the main area, but it's somewhere along this stock. Okay, here's a perfect example. This customer basically has this terrible flexi pipe, which is notorious for doing stuff like this. All the hair will get stuck in here, and then it'll eventually water will back up. So problem is not this 1.5 inch tube, it's here or here. Even if you don't have this flexi pipe, the second biggest problematic area is this catch. See, this lever is attached. It goes up and down like that. See, that lever is attached to this knob right here. What it does is it pulls up and down this particular stopper, right? So up and down for closing. The challenge with that is that the stock goes all the way in here, and then that catches hair. So that's what we're gonna do, take it apart and see if that is the problem or if this is the problem. And I'm pretty sure that will help us unclog this entire ordeal in a matter of minutes. You probably would need just pliers. Sometimes you can just hand tighten them. We will see how this one in particular works. Still not flowing down. I'll wait for it to flow down, and all we're gonna do now is come down here and see this, turn it counterclockwise. So we're basically gonna loosen it. This is where I wish I have pliers, but it is meant for hand tightening. So we'll try it. Yep, it is turning a little at a time. I'm gonna take this off. It's a good idea to have some sort of a catch pan underneath for any residual water. On the other hand, let's first take off this. In this case, it was like completely retrofitted, but normally you'll have this stock with this clip. So you press this clip, pull back, and then you'll be able to loosen this completely. And then we take this off. There you go. So here's the ball that goes into this area and seals it. This stock can catch a lot of hair in this area. So now that, let it drain, and once it's fully drained, I will attempt to open this up a little more. Oh, you can already see the nastiness. All the hair that got caught up in this, see? This is where that hole that went, all the hair for months and months together. Yuck. All right, let's pull that out. Toss it into the bin, and all sorts of hair and grime comes out. Rest of the stuff is clean. Yep, I could kind of see. Yeah, and get rid of all the hair stuff and basically toss the dirt and wash this part. We can just reinstall it. Remember, there's a hole down there, so as long as you have a catch pan down there, you can use the water. If not, don't use it. So now it's freely flowing down, which is what I wanted to see. We can put everything back together now. What you could do now is put your finger in here and close that hole, so you can open up here and let it flow, you know. Just observe and see if there's any water coming up, whether it's clogging at this point. It looks like it's not clogging, you know, it's free flowing, so that's a really good sign. So basically, fix the clog, just like that. All it was is that little catch on the top, that little stopper on the top had the rod inside that was catching hair for months and accumulates and blocks. All right, so I think this is done, we'll put it back together. All right, putting everything back together. See this little thing on the bottom? Make sure you face that towards the faucet and drop it in gently. And on the bottom, what we're gonna do is install the ball back. This particular stock needs to go meet that particular hook on this. So once you catch that, it should be able to move up and down freely. Okay, once you tighten that, then you have to attach the rod to actually this order is all messed up here. This should be after. Let me pull that back. Okay. For some reason it's so short. Alright, so one more down. All right, finally got that in, and as you can see, it will go up and down like that. So operation is properly functioning, and let's do the final test. Put a lot of water and see if it continuously flow for 30 seconds without making a puddle. In this case, look for any drips, put a paper towel underneath, come the next day, see if there's any more leaks. Just in case these are leaks from the previous time when we took it off. So far so good, and that is it. We are officially done. So it is a good idea to clean these once every 3 months or so, because you will get hair in there. If you're shaving here or if you're losing hair, any of those scenarios, you will get hair caught up in there. So now and then clean it. And there you have it. That is the end of the video. And if you ever run into this situation, hopefully this was helpful to illustrate it can be done without calling a plumber. Just a quick pull and cleaning. All right, I will see you in the next video. Please subscribe if you can, and see ya.